Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 8 of Win 1 Take 1. Now, this is going to be a really good episode in my opinion, just due to the fact that the teams we're taking on, which the Melbourne Storm and the South Sydney Rabbitohs, so a lot of top players up for grabs here, especially this Storm side in particular. You know, you got the big three, you got Slater, Smith and Cronk, so any one of those would be a great addition to the side and would be automatic conclusions in my opinion. But for us in the fullback position, we're pretty well covered, I have to say. I mean, we got Dugan, who's already shifted into the centres, and Brett Stewart, who's come in. He's a phenomenal player in this game, and let me tell you, he has a really good season for us. I don't really know what's the word, run of games for us, I should say. So I don't know if that gives away too many spoilers or whatever, but there you go. Brett Stewart, great player. Now 3 minutes in, Elijah Taylor picks off an intercept, and we just go straight under, and not under the post, but we go straight into the end goal and score a try. And way too easy, way too easy. We haven't even touched the ball really, and we've got a try. Well, in fact, that was the first touch of the ball for us, and we did score a try. So we're up 6-0, and is that a sign of things to come? Not really sure, but it takes another 15 minutes for us to do something else, and Brett Stewart was the one who initiated it. A nice little step, and then a palm, so he got us off on the right foot here. Now Chris Lawrence going to get to Rabbitohs. He's going to go and score, and what a try that was, just down the left-hand side. We're so lethal there, in between either Yayi or Rabbitohs, just switch sides depending on who the computer decides to pick in that wing spot. I just leave it because I forget who plays on what side according to like the numbers and that sort of stuff, so that's why you might see us swapping and changing all that sort of stuff. Now Elijah Taylor, who finds himself in that centre spot once again for some reason, came flying out of the line, but they put in a big bomb rather than run it, and unfortunately for us they end up scoring anyways. Bill James just dived on the ball. Rabbitohs couldn't catch the bomb, which is something that he's a little bit renowned for. But yep, we've got to deal with that. He's a great player, and I'm not going to hold it against him for dropping that bomb. Although if we lose, I wouldn't be against him being the one to leave for the second time, because in Season 1 he ended up leaving. Now Tarek Sims hits a gap there. We end up getting it to Josh Dugan, passes to Gerald Yayi. He's going to go for the line, cuts back in, and then steps again, and oh my god, what a try that was. Like seriously, when I scored that try, it was one of those ones where it's like, oh my god, that looks so awesome. And the reason being, like, it's not anything outstanding, but just the way, like, cut back in, like a step, and then that second step, the one that got me, that was the one that got me real excited. And I know how that sounds, but that's just how it is. Just how it is. Try that little step, the left-right step. Sorry, left-footed step. Just awesome stuff. And I wish there was a way we could do that. Or hopefully in Rugby League Live 3 they've got that sorted out, but I wish there was a way to do a better step, because the step's there, but it's not very effective in this game. So hopefully that gets all fixed, because yeah, I think that was really good. Now, much like last episode where Chris Lawrence got put into a gap there, Jonathan Thurston found himself in the same sort of situation. Unfortunately, I've got a little bit kick happy, I'd say, with all those little grubbers working out mostly. Thurston ended up losing the ball, but we did go ahead and we did end up scoring a try, and that brings us up into the 20-point margin, giving us an extra player. So very happy about that. Gerald Yayi out on the right wing this time. He was the one who scored it, so he scored his second. Now Thurston kicks the goal. Well, he attempts the goal is what I meant to say, and puts it across the face of the goal. A little bit too much curve on it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it didn't really matter at that stage. 22-24, it doesn't matter, it doesn't give us an extra player or anything. And man of the match, Jared Mullen. Gerald Yayi picking up 2 tries, Elijah Taylor just the one, as well as Rabbitohs. Now let's take a look at those 4 players that we are going to get. And those 4 players are number 16, 14, 9 and 11. Let's go ahead and take a look who they are. Obviously one big one. Now CSI Varve, who I believe actually plays at Manly in real life, currently in reserve grade. I know he's played a few first grade games for like the Sharks or someone, but I don't really know too much about him. Jason Riles, obviously a veteran, I think he's retired now. Been around for a long time. Not really going to get a run for us, I don't think. Moving on to huge inclusion, Cameron Smith. Now, what a pickup he was. Probably the best pickup you could get from the Storm, barring probably Cooper Cronk for us. And then another great pickup is Kevin Proctor. Now, we do have a pretty good 4-pack, but Kevin Proctor obviously just going to be an immediate inclusion. He's just he's that good. So here's us just putting them all into the side, and I'm not sure exactly what sort of side we're going to be going with for the next game, so it would be a little bit of a surprise me just seeing it here, because it's been a long time since I played this game. But taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs, obviously the 2013, not the runners-up, but they came second, and then won it in 2014. So we're taking on the 2013 side, a little bit different to 2014 and this year's one. But here's our side here, still Jared Mullen in the side, Lawrence and Dugan in the centres. Cameron Smith into the hooker role, and I think Kurt Gidley ended up just missing out on the team entirely, although he might have been on the bench. I didn't really see it, but Gidley obviously could play off the bench. He's done it a lot of times. Now, Southside, a lot of good plays as well to pick up. Probably the best one for the episode in terms of plays to pick up, like I said earlier. Now, for Souths, I'll be looking at, Inglis. Although I don't really like Inglis, the person, well, that's just not even that. I just don't like how he's good, but everyone goes on about him being like so good. It's just annoying. But yeah, he'd definitely be a good pickup. He's very, very good in this game, as well as Sam Burgess would be a great pickup. Obviously, Isaac Luke's a good player. We don't really have a use for him at this stage, seeing we just got Cameron Smith, but I'd take him. Adam Reynolds would be another good one. I don't know if that was him who threw that pass then, but Chris Lawrence just picks off that pass ever so easily. What actually happened there, where we sort of just stopped and jinked a little bit, was that I thought the ball was going to go straight past us. I thought it was going to be one of those ones where our player sort of gets locked to stand still, and we can't move, and the winger was just going to go flying away, so I was trying to turn as quick as possible, but we actually ended up picking off the pass, so we'll just say that he juggled the ball for our sakes to make it look a little bit better. Now, Kevin Proctor, not a great bit of skill by him. Thurston's offload was okay, but Proctor's follow-up, not a great thing for him to do, one of his first touches in the game. Now, this is a really, really strange thing. I couldn't figure out why this was happening. They're down 6-0, and they take a shot at goal. I don't know if that's some sort of glitch where they think it's like nil or something, especially from out wide too. It just didn't make any sense to me. Now, Fufu Mormon comes up with a huge hit. Yeah, ends up with the ball, and unfortunately Inglis makes a big tackle for them. Otherwise, it was, it was genuinely game over for them, possibly. We don't give up leads, and if South had, looked at their tapes and studied, they would see that, especially with the side that we've got. Now, in all seriousness though, we were attacking very, very well. I think it was Inglis who came up with a big tackle there, off the back of the little chance we had before, and then obviously Cameron Smith got held up. Not the ideal situation, but it was right on the brink of half time, so we had to go for it, and then the little grubber turned to be pretty shit, and they just ran it up pretty easily, and that was half time. Now Chris Lawrence going to go for the line, and Greg Inglis comes up with a big tackle from fullback at the playmaker role for some reason. I don't know what Sutton's doing, and Kiri wasn't there at the time, I don't think, on this game. But yeah, that was a huge tackle, and I thought for all money I was actually in for sure. I was sort of thinking that's going to be a nice little try on video, and it didn't work out that way. Inglis come up with a tackle. Now, we've been attacking both edges. That's just where we like to go. And Jared Marlin going to get under the ball. He can't do it, and then Isaac Luke ends up getting the bat back, but unfortunately for him, we drag him back into the end goal, and it's going to be a line dropout for us. Now Thurston's going to run it up, passes it Tarek Sims, who's through a gap, and Tarek Sims doesn't have the most pace in the world, but he's got enough to sort of put someone in space. But yeah, same goes for Goodwin here. He hasn't got the most pace, but for some reason he's like the hardest to tackle in the whole game. Third attempt here, finally getting Brett Stewart. I couldn't believe that. I knew Bryson Goodwin was a great player in the game, due to the fact that he was in the 2012 Bulldogs and he'd always get put into the side, even though he didn't play in 2012 really. But he was automatically in their side, and if you try to play him, he was unstoppable. He was that good. Best winger in the game, possibly Bryson Goodwin on this. So he'd be a good pickup for us. Now, I think that was George or Tom Burgess, whoever it was. They could have scored there, they didn't, and then we give away like 3 penalties in a row, all right before full time, I should say, and they do have a chance to win here. So it was very, very tense time, especially with John Sutton going through the gap there. Thankfully though, Brett Stewart comes up with a big tackle, and I don't know why I said a gap. I should say he palmed off someone and then went into the gap. That's what actually happened. So 6-2 win. It was a bit of a nervy win, I'll have to say. Probably didn't play to my potential, especially after the start we got to, and at times we were attacking so well, just never could really get that, get the ball over the line. Inglis was just too hard to get through. So we got 8, 9 and 12 in the 3 picks that we got. That first one, Sam Burgess, I thought he was playing a lock at the time, so it didn't really get me too excited when I saw the numbers, but go and have a look with Sam Burgess wearing the number 8. I was very, very happy. Isaac Luke, another one who I was happy to have, but at the same time, we just got Cameron Smith, and it was a little bit of a headache for me trying to, work everybody into the side and that sort of stuff. But Ben Teo, who I'm very, very happy about. I really like Ben Teo as a player. He's very versatile and just a great player in my opinion. So I'm happy to bring him on board, and we got great picks this episode. We're at that world-class level in the side, I think, if we weren't already. That's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you can leave a like, very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter at MrLukeNYT, and Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!